Okay, you guys, so I'm excited to finally be uploading this video. It has taken me way longer to get this done and uploaded than I ever anticipated. I have a pile of laundry right here because when I'm done with this, I'm going to fold this laundry. It's my last load to do, and then I'm all caught up. But I wanted to film an intro for this really quick because I forgot to do that. I just jumped right in. And then I realized I never told you guys how we found out we were pregnant. So I thought I'll do an intro and tell you a quick backstory, and then we'll get into the video. So this video is going to be kind of like a recap of my first trimester. So when you guys are seeing this, I will be 11 weeks. So just shy of being done with my first trimester. So I figured I'm just going to upload this now because it's already taken me so long to do it. But so basically, backstory on how we found out we got pregnant is, let's see, when was it? It was the end of October. So the week before Halloween, I think. Casey and I were going to get tattoos. I got more of my shoulder done, and he got the last section of his arm, so both of his arms are filled up. And it was a Sunday, and I was supposed to start my period the following Monday, and I just kind of had this weird feeling that I thought maybe I could be pregnant, which we were not trying at all. I mean, we weren't really anyways. So Sunday morning before we left to go get tattoos, I took a pregnancy test because obviously I'm okay, if I'm pregnant, I don't want to get a tattoo. So that morning I got up, took a test before we left, and it was stark negative, not the slightest hint of a line at all. And so I was okay, obviously it's just in my head. Maybe I'm just being hopeful. I don't know. So then Sunday we went and got tattoos, whatever. Monday came around and I was supposed to start my period, and I didn't. And usually they're pretty on time, give or take a day, maybe 2 days. And we had just put the kids to bed Monday night. And I was okay, I'm just going to take a test because I just had that feeling, I don't know. I just felt something was off. And so Casey was laying in bed watching TV, and I went into the bathroom and took a test. I didn't tell him I was taking a test. I don't think. Maybe I did. And I just have the cheap Amazon tests that are the little sticks, and they're really hard to read, unless you're pretty far along. So I took that, and mind you, it's nighttime pee. Normally you take a pregnancy test in the morning. And I was okay, I swear I see a line on here. And so I showed Casey, and I was I'm pretty sure there's a line on here. And he's there's no line. You're crazy. There's no line. So I'm okay, maybe I'm just seeing things. So I took a picture of it and sent it to my sister, and I was hey, do you see a line on this? And she's yeah, congratulations. And she's yeah, even my husband sees it. And so I was okay, I'm not crazy. So then Casey's well, it looks like you better go to Walmart and get some first response tests. So I went to Walmart, bought 4 first response tests because I was we were not expecting this. So I brought home the first response. I took 2 of them that night, and they were instantly positive. And me and Casey just sat in bed. I was awkwardly laughing because I just was in shock and I didn't know what else to do. And he was in panic mode. Looking back on it, it makes me laugh so hard because I mean, we already have 2 kids. We know what, it's not that big of a deal when, we already have kids. And so he was freaking out. Oh my gosh, we got to get a new car because we literally just downsized our car and we can't fit 3 kids in our car. It was hilarious. So that's how we found out. And then the next morning I took, with my first morning, going to the bathroom, I took 2 first responses, and I think I took 2 of the cheap Amazon ones because they come in a pack of 35. So I still have a ton under the sink. And sure enough, they were all positive. So I was okay. So that is how we found out we were pregnant. And now we are going to get into video, and this is just going to kind of be like random updates throughout my whole first trimester, give you guys kind of like the story of what's been going on the whole time. And yeah, I'm really excited for this. So if you want to see my first trimester, then just keep watching. All right, you guys, so I know that this is horrible lighting and the shower is probably really loud in the background because Casey's taking a shower, but I really want to document everything during this pregnancy. I don't know if you guys will be seeing this before we have the baby or after we have the baby, or what's even going to happen at this point. But I kind of wanted to document as it goes and then just share it all with you guys kind of as like a little collage of this last pregnancy. So I am 5 weeks, 1 day today. So it is Thursday night. I don't know what day it is. It's November 4th, I think. So at this point I have had some off and on bleeding and weird things happening for about a week now. I got results this morning from an HCG test because we weren't sure what was going on, if I was going to miscarry or what was happening, but my results came back absolutely perfect. So my first draw, I think I was like just over, I don't remember, like just over 4.5 weeks. And my numbers were 251. And then 48 hours later, I got another draw and my results, she didn't tell me the exact number, but she said they were well over 900. And that's amazing because she said they usually like to see them double in 48 hours, which obviously that's more than doubling. So everything looks good on that front. Baby's settling in. But again, still having the bleeding. They think it might be either just a really sensitive cervix this time around or subchorionic hemorrhage, I think is what it's called. But they want to wait to do an ultrasound until they're able to see a heartbeat. So we are waiting until the 15th, which is a week from Monday. I will be 6 weeks, 5 days, we think. Obviously that will give us a better idea. Hopefully we will find a heartbeat. I'm trying really hard to just remember that this is out of my control. This is all in God's hands and I literally have no control. I am just a carrier at this point. So I'm trying to just remember that if something does happen, it's not my fault. Obviously, I've been pregnant twice and have 2 beautiful, perfect, healthy babies. So that's where we're at right now. But I'm probably just going to update you guys as I go to the doctor and we'll see how this goes. All right, you guys. So I'm currently driving to tour another birth center. I looked at one already. I like it, but it's not like, yeah, I wish I could just show you. Like, I'm literally out in the country right now. Hope you guys can see. And this is where this birth center is.
In a quarter of a mile, turn left.
I don't know if you guys can hear my GPS or not, but I just feel like so relaxed already and I'm so excited for this. So I am 6 weeks today. I have to turn here. I am 6 weeks today. It is Wednesday.
Turn left.
I don't know what the date is. The kids are at work with Casey for a little bit, but I just wanted to update you because I'm trying to like update as much as I can through this whole process. This is probably going to be my last time, and yeah, so I'm going to check this place out, and hopefully, I've been praying so hard, so we'll see. Okay, so I am home now from touring the birth center. Both of the kids are asleep. You guys, it was perfect. I prayed before I went in that it would just feel right because the other birth center I toured, everybody was nice for the most part. There's a couple people, but I mean, I wouldn't if I had to give birth there, like it would be fine. But it does not compare to this other place, and I am so excited. And they were just so open and transparent about everything. Like, they talked about money. They told me an exact dollar amount that it would cost after insurance. And oh my gosh, it just felt so good to not have to worry. And they were like, if you feel comfortable, like, we'll do an ultrasound today. And I was like, oh my God, yes. It's still too early. So we didn't see a heartbeat or anything, but I haven't had any more bleeding or anything like that, so they're not concerned. They just said that they think, because we don't know exactly how far along I am, that if they're off by even a couple days, it's a matter of seeing a heartbeat and not seeing a heartbeat. But they checked my ovaries. They checked like everything. Everything looks really good. They said there's nothing concerning on there. So yeah, they said everything looks good, and my HCG numbers were really good. So far so good. I go back on the 24th, the day before Thanksgiving, to do another ultrasound. I'll be 8 weeks one day, I think. Maybe. Again, we don't really know exactly how far along I am yet because we haven't had a date ultrasound. I don't know if that one will be an ultrasound to like date everything or if I'll have to wait a little bit longer. I'm not super sure. But yeah, it's just the most adorable little place, and everybody was so nice. Like, there was 2 midwives in the room with me talking, and then there was 3 midwives in the room while I was getting the ultrasound, and they were just all like, had so much to say that, like, I don't know, it just made me feel so good and so welcome and so much more confident. I feel like I wasn't not confident going in because I just kind of have been like, this is totally out of my control. Whatever happens is what God wanted to happen. So I've just been praying and just not stressing about it because there's nothing I can do to change it. So yeah, I'm really excited now because I just feel like a sense of peace knowing like we have a place. We're going now. So I have an appointment, or I have that ultrasound the 24th, and then the following Monday, which I don't remember what day it is, I have my first like in-depth like prenatal whatever, where they like ask you a million questions, you fill out all the paperwork, all that kind of stuff, just so that they can know all your history and things like that. And then after that, it will just be my once a month. The appointments at a birth center. Odin. Get in your bed. In your bed. The appointments at a birth center are the same as they would be at a doctor's office. So every 4 weeks, and then every 4 weeks, and then every 2 weeks, and then once a week towards the end. I don't remember what dates they start, but same thing at the birth center. The kids can go with me to my appointments, which makes me so freaking happy. So yeah, I'm really excited. Obviously, they're not going to go to the ultrasound with me because it's like the one that goes like up there. And I'm like, I'm not about to try and explain to Taver what's happening. So I'll probably bring them to my appointments after that they're just doing like heartbeat and things like that, because I think it'll be really fun for the kids, and it's just a really welcoming place. Also, the kids can be there. I don't want them there when I'm actually like delivering, but they can like come visit when I'm in labor. They can come meet the baby after. So that I'm like, I'm so excited. I don't know for sure if we'll end up doing that because birth center stay is not the same as like a hospital stay. Like normally you stay in a hospital 24 to 48 hours after, depending on like how everything goes. And it's different at different birth centers. In this one, like the most you stay is 24 hours. She said it just kind of depends how you're feeling when you gave birth. She's like, obviously, if you have a baby at 2 a.m., we're not going to send you home at 4 a.m. Like, that's just silly. So yeah, I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I need to like update Casey on all of this when he gets home because we didn't even really have time to talk. But yeah, I just feel like a huge sense of relief. I'm really excited to share this journey with you guys, and till next time. Okay, so I feel like this whole like first trimester pregnancy video is going to be me just looking like garbage and telling you guys about it. So welcome to the chaos. But I am 7 weeks tomorrow, right? Yeah, 7 weeks tomorrow. Yesterday I had to go back to the birth center because I was just not feeling good, and I felt like it could be my blood pressure, which when I got there, my blood pressure was elevated. But she said what she thinks happened was, those of you that don't know, I had high blood pressure with Tabor, not with Maggie, which I got induced with Tabor for that reason. I did not have preeclampsia or anything like that. So she told me what she thought happened was maybe waking up in the morning, my blood sugar was low, and that triggered, she said, whether you feel like you have it or not, you have some sort of PTSD around that birth situation because it was traumatizing for me. And she said, so what she thinks happened was the symptoms are very similar. So she thinks that I had the symptoms and then I started having anxiety, which I did, and that made my blood pressure go up. Can you turn that down, please? Turn it down, please. Tabor, turn it down.
And I already see lots of cool stuff in here. Let's get to it.
So yeah, I got a blood pressure cuff to have at home. I got magnesium to start taking because either way, magnesium's good for me. So I've been taking my blood pressure a couple times a day and it's been fine. So I don't think it's going to be an issue. I think, she said she thinks I'm just going to have a rough first trimester, which I'm like, yeah. Waking up in the morning is the worst because my stomach is empty and I just feel so gross. I feel so like I don't know how to explain it. So trying to get food in my belly when I feel like that is pretty hard. I've never dealt with this with either of the other kids. So that's where we're at right now. I'm trying to drink. I have this water bottle that's 40 ounces. So I'm trying to drink at least 3 of these a day. This is my second one today and it's 11:40 right now. Also, I'm just starting to feel like I was out of breath for a little bit before, but now I'm like really starting to get to that point where all the blood is increasing, so everything you do makes you out of breath, and that's where I'm at right now. So even just like quickly walking around and picking up the kids' toys, I'm like and it's, yeah, it just is what it is. So trying really hard to drink lots of water and pay attention to what I eat because of course all I want to eat is freaking garlic bread. Every pregnancy, well, even not pregnant, I love garlic bread, but when I'm pregnant, I literally could survive on the most, like makes my mouth water, like gooey, soft garlic bread. It's my weakness, and obviously that is not good for you. So I'm trying really hard to pay attention to the things I put in my body. But yeah, that's my little update for now. Maggie's birthday decorations are still up. I haven't taken them down, but that's the only decoration that's still up. Yeah, I think that's all I have for you guys. Had a little scare yesterday, but everything's fine. I told my mom because we were waiting till Thanksgiving to tell everybody, but I was in like full-blown panic yesterday and I needed her to talk me off the ledge. So I told my mom yesterday. And I'm pretty sure I scared the crap out of her because I was like sobbing when I called her. But everything's good now. Hormones are in full swing. Everything. The kids are both sick. So that is part of the reason why I look so tired, because we all slept like absolute garbage last night. So the kids are just having a lazy day. I'm trying to get caught up on housework, laundry, all the things, but I figured I would give you guys a little 7-ish week update, and I'll see you probably in another week. Let's see, what's today? Today's the 16th, so in 8 days, today's Tuesday, next Wednesday, I have my first ultrasound. Well, I had one, but I was too early for them to be able to see a heartbeat yet. So that will be my date scan, hopefully, and here see a heartbeat day before Thanksgiving, and then Thanksgiving we're gonna tell our families. So I'm really excited for that. So I will probably update you guys after my ultrasound next week and hope that everything is good to go. All right, you guys, so here I am again, looking like a bag of dog shit. Not really, but you know, the morning sickness it's not even morning sickness, it's literally all day long. If I get too hungry, I feel sick. If I get too full, I feel sick. So I have to stay like perfectly in the middle to not feel sick. But today I've actually been feeling a lot better. So maybe it was just like that week. So, little update. I think the last I told you guys, I was going to the cardiologist. So that was last week, I think that was last week. And everything went fine there. They are gonna put a heart monitor on me, just to make sure that everything's like a-okay. But he said sounded like everything was fine. So that was good. So then today, I thought I was 8 weeks. I don't know why I just did 2. I thought I was 8 weeks today. Had my first ultrasound today. My first like actual ultrasound. And we got to see the baby. We as in I, saw the heartbeat, which as soon as I saw the heartbeat, I just started bawling because obviously everything that's been going on, it's been so up and down, and I haven't known like if everything's okay, if the baby is gonna make it, we just didn't know, and nobody could tell us. So that's been hard, but I seriously feel like, I'm just so happy. I'm not gonna cry. And it was so good to see it on there, like wiggling around, and it's just a good feeling, especially when I've had 2 healthy babies. I just want to make sure that this baby's okay. Everything's fine, growing like a weed, but they changed my due date, which we kind of figured was going to happen because a while back ago when I went in and they did the ultrasound, they thought I was about 6 weeks. Of course, we didn't know because they're just guessing. Like, nobody really knows exactly. So what was I just talking about? Oh, and we couldn't see a heartbeat. It was literally just like a little line on the ultrasound, which of course I'm like, well, at least there's something there, you know, I didn't lose it. But then it was like there was no heartbeat to hear, and they were like, well, we don't know how far along you are, so we don't know if that means there is no heartbeat or if there just isn't a heartbeat yet. So anyways, long story short, we thought going off my period, I would be due 4th of July, but come to find out today, measuring the baby, I'm actually due July 9th, which around there, obviously it's a guess, but those 5 days difference in the beginning is like heartbeat or no heartbeat yet. So that is probably why she said that's why we probably couldn't hear a heartbeat, I just wasn't as far along. But yeah, I wanted to give you guys a little update. I went this morning. I don't even know what time it is right now. Oh, 3:15. my mom took the kids. I dropped the kids off at her house. So she has the kids for the day. I just cleaned in the house, did all the dishes. I'm going to run to the store because today is the day before Thanksgiving. I have to get some food stuff for things that I'm making for Thanksgiving at my sister-in-law's tomorrow. And then my mom's, I'll probably go Friday to get other grocery stuff, which might be a bad idea. We're having my mom's Thanksgiving on Saturday. So that is my little update. I don't know if I'll do another update on this video or not, because we're telling the rest of our family tomorrow, or the rest of my husband's family tomorrow. My family all already knows. But yeah, now that we've had, wow, that truck was going really fast, an ultrasound, I've started like texting our really close friends and like sending them a picture to tell them. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm so relieved that everything's okay. And yeah, so I'm pretty sure when you guys are watching this video, I will have already like shared the news with the public, but I don't know yet. I might keep it a secret a little bit longer. So I might just keep updating this video and maybe just make it like a first trimester. I'm not sure. I'm just swinging it. So right now I am headed to the store. I'm also going to get some Christmas decorations, I think. So yeah, now that I don't have the kids, I'm like, I could literally do anything. So anyways, just wanted to update you guys, and I hope everybody has a happy Thanksgiving, and I will update you guys soon. Okay, so I'm in the same spot because I just filmed intro to this. So you guys will be seeing this when I am 11 weeks. So tomorrow I'm 11 weeks. I'm finally, I don't want to say this out loud, starting to feel a little bit better. I still get really nauseous. Like if I let myself get too hungry, I get really nauseous. If I get too full, I get really nauseous. And anytime I have any sort of aftertaste in my mouth, it is like instant. Like my gag reflexes are just like on a whole nother level. Some really weird things that I have never had before is like, we use like natural non-scented laundry soap. I'm out of breath. And the smell of scented laundry soap literally makes me sick to my stomach. It's the weirdest thing. My sister gave me a bunch of her maternity clothes that she's not using. My sister just had her baby yesterday, so she gave me a bunch of maternity clothes, and I was trying shirts on, and I was like, man, I feel so sick all of a sudden. And then I like smelled the shoulder of one of the shirts, and they have like, I think they just use scented like dryer sheets or something. Oh, I couldn't. So that's really weird. I've never had that before. Another thing, a big aversion is hot coffee. Normally I'm like huge on getting up and drinking my cup of coffee in the morning, and I cannot. I just can't do it. The smell of it makes me nauseous. I can do iced coffee, but I haven't been drinking coffee because of what's been going on with my heart, which on that topic, I had an echo and a monitor put on. Okay, what is today? I need to think. Yesterday I had my echo, which is like a 30-minute long ultrasound of my heart. They took pictures, videos, like looked at the blood flow, all the things, and then put a monitor on my chest, and I wore that for 24 hours. So I took that back today, and then I have my follow-up at the end of the month, but I don't know, my gut's telling me that everything's fine. I think it's just like when you're pregnant, you get like tons more blood flow. Obviously, it's just a lot more stress on your body, and I think, I don't know, I think this time it's just taking a toll, which, I mean, there's not really anything I can do about it. So, but besides that, everything's been going good. A little bit less nauseous. I'm still like extremely tired, if you can't tell by my face. I was talking to my friend the other day, and I was thinking about it. Normally I'm like pretty good about like doing my hair like even if it's just blow dried like this so that I can wear it down, and doing my makeup. And I did my makeup on Halloween, which was like 2 weeks after we found out, or like a week after we found out we were pregnant, and on Thanksgiving. And it is now, Christmas is in like a week and a half. So if that tells you how tired I am, I just have no motivation to get myself ready. Basically, if we have like had to go places, I just put a little bit of bronzer on and call it good, because I honestly, I don't have the energy. I think it's because with my son, my first baby, I literally napped whenever I wanted because I worked at a coffee shop. So I worked like 5 a.m. to noon. So then I got home and napped and then went to bed early every night. And then with my daughter, my son was still napping. So I just napped when he napped. But now obviously I don't have that luxury. So I have been trying to go to bed early, which has been actually fairly easy for me. Normally I'm a total night owl, but I have been taking like capsule magnesium just to help with my heart. And then I also take Calm, which is like a magnesium drink, just to help with like constipation and stuff. I know, TMI, with pregnancy, just kind of like a more natural way to help keep things moving. But that just knocks me on my butt. So I take that at night before bed and it helps me fall asleep. So besides that, I feel like I'm doing fairly well. I think keeping up on housework has been extremely hard for me, which I've never had a pregnancy make me like stop doing normal things. Like both of my pregnancies, I was like with my son, I painted the whole like living room, hallway, kitchen area of our house, ripped out carpet when I was like 34 weeks pregnant. Like it was no big deal. With my daughter, I walked half a mile every day. With my son, and just like I've never had a pregnancy that I'm like, oh, I just need to sit down, or like I just need to. So I don't know if it's just because I'm 30 this time around, if it's because I have 2 other kids, but boy, I feel like keeping up on housework is the biggest struggle I'm facing right now. So I feel really proud of myself though, because after I fold this load of laundry, I'm officially caught up. And that feels really good because I swear laundry just haunts me. But yeah, that's my last update for you guys in one trimester. In trimester 1, I have my next midwife appointment at the end after Christmas, at the end of the month, which I'm excited about. We also, which I should say this, at 10 weeks, I think it was last weekend, the kids and I found the baby's heartbeat on our at-home Doppler, which I've never heard. Actually, I think I might have with my daughter. I don't remember, but that was really cool because the kids got to hear the baby's heartbeat. So we've listened to that a couple times. The kids usually will, like in the mornings when we're laying in bed, can we hear the baby's heartbeat? So that's been really cool. We got to hear that. But yeah, hopefully after my cardiologist follow-up, we'll be back to like the every 4-week checkups, which I'm actually really excited for, because as you guys have seen from this video, the beginning has just been chaos, and I'm just really excited to be like on a normal schedule and not have appointments like every other week. It's just a lot, and it's a lot of energy that I don't have. So that is it for my first trimester video. I hope you guys like it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. I'm debating on if I should do just each trimester, or like from here going forward, maybe like a update after each appointment, or how I'm going to do it. I'm not sure. So if you have any suggestions, drop them in the comments, but don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time.